Hello, my name is Thomas Campbell. I'm the owner of Pitmaster Essentials. Welcome to my kitchen. I want to first start off this video by thanking my new subscribers. I noticed that I had quite a few new subscribers over the past couple weeks, so I just want to say thank you for subscribing to my channel. And for those of you that have been around for a while, I also want to thank you as well. I'm grateful for every one of you that watch my videos. So today I'm going to fire up my Hasty Bake Legacy, and I'm actually going to use the rotisserie attachment, and we're going to be cooking a half pork loin. I picked up this pork loin from my local Aldi this morning. It's about 5.14 pounds, $10.74. So I mean, you can't beat that for basically 5 pounds of meat. So what we're going to do is we're going to season this with Butcher Barbecue Wild Cherry Rub. This is a fantastic rub. I've tried it on ribs. It was delicious on ribs, so I thought I would give it a shot with the pork loin. So stick around, give me a few minutes, and I'll bring you back and we will get this seasoned and get it on the spit. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to get this out of the packaging. I don't think there's a whole lot of trim that needs to be done. You want to get a sharp boning knife. We have Butcher Barbecue boning knives on the website. I'll put a link in the description below for those. Okay, so we got the pork loin out. I do notice that there's a little bit of meat hanging off here, so we're going to take that off. I think I'm actually going to leave that on there. That's not too bad. Flip it over on this side. It's got a little bit of silver skin there, but that's okay. Fat cap looks all right. It's not very thick. Okay, so when it comes to pork loin, that's pretty much it. There's, not a whole lot to it. You see any kind of small pieces sticking off, like there's a little piece of fat, just take that guy off. So now what we're going to do is we're going to pat it dry. Let's grab a couple paper towels. Okay, so we got the pork loin dried off. I don't normally use a binder, but I've used the binder a couple different times now, and it actually works pretty well. So I thought I would get some Worcestershire sauce. Probably not how you pronounce it, but we're just going to call it W sauce from here on out. So we're going to pop the top on it. And you can use mustard, you can use water, you can use apple juice, pretty much anything you want to use. I'm just going to put a little bit on here, and all that a binder does, it just helps for the rub to adhere to the meat. Okay, so we got our W sauce on there. So again, we're going to use Butcher Barbecue Wild Cherry seasoning. Hit it with a nice, fairly decent coat. This is a pretty good chunk of meat. So whenever you put your rub on a piece of meat, you just want to press it in. You don't want to rub your rub. Make sure you hit your ends. Okay, so we got the rub put on there. So any of this excess rub that's on the cutting board, you just pretty much just roll that across and pick that up. No sense in leaving it on the cutting board, right? And I just realized that I put binder on the bottom, but I didn't put the binder on the other side. So again, I'm not used to using a binder, so that's probably why. Okay folks, I wanted to bring you back up here. So I got the pork loin seasoned and ready to go. Smells fantastic with that Butcher Barbecue Wild Cherry Rub on there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave this in here and let it rest while I head out to fire up the grill. So give me just a minute and I'll meet you out at the grill. Okay folks, and welcome to the pit. So I went ahead and lit the charcoal, and I just wanted to show you my setup here. I'm using about a full chimney of B&B competition charcoal briquettes. As you can see, I have the grates removed out of here, and I have my rotisserie motor set up over there. So we're going to give this about 15 minutes, and then the charcoal should be ready to go. And I'll bring you back at that point whenever it's time to put the pork loin on the rotisserie. Okay folks, and welcome back to the kitchen. So as you can see, the pork loin is starting to sweat. It's been about 15 minutes and it is ready to go on the spit. So one thing I wanted to mention, talking about the spit, I do have the rotisserie attachment that I'm going to use for the Hasty Bake, but if you have a Hasty Bake and you don't have the attachment, this will work just fine without the rotisserie. If you have a Weber Smoky Mountain, Weber Kettle, Big Green Egg, all of those will work. I just chose to use the rotisserie attachment for this particular cook. Okay, trying to get this in the best position for the camera. So what you want to do is try and get in the middle of your pork loin roast and try and go through the middle as best you can. Yeah, I did a pretty good job on that one. And then just slide it all the way up here so the prongs go into it. And then take your other claw or prongs, whatever they're called. I'm going to tighten the screw down here. And just like that, so it is ready to go on the rotisserie. So once the Hasty Bake gets up to temperature, then I'll bring you back and we will put it on the rotisserie. Okay, the charcoal chimney is hot, so now it's time to dump the coals and we're about to start cooking. Okay folks, and welcome to the pit. So the Hasty Bake is coming up to temp. Looks like it's about 310 degrees, so it's ready to go. I should make mention that the pork loin looks phenomenal. Also, we are about mid-March right now, and it is 75 degrees, the wind is blowing, the sun is shining, and it is gorgeous in the Midwest. So if you see me in the next frame with a t-shirt on, you'll know why, because I'm getting a little warm being out here. So give me just a second, I'll bring you in a little bit closer, and we'll get the rotisserie spinning. Okay, so we have the rotisserie spinning, and I anticipate this will probably take about 2.5 to 3 hours, so this is actually a relatively quick cook. So I'll bring you back here in about an hour or so and we'll check and see where we're at. Okay folks, welcome back. So it's been about an hour, and as you can see, the Hasty Bake is about 310, 320 degrees. So let's take a look at it and see how it's looking. Now that is a good looking pork loin. So we're going to stop the motor. Let's take a look, see what the internal temp looks like. We're shooting for about 135. Looks like we're about 119, 118. That's fine. So one thing I'm noticing, let me turn the motor back on. I'm actually going to drop it down a little bit, the Firebox, which that's one nice thing about the Hasty Bake is you can control the firebox like that. But if you notice over here on the right, see how it's getting a little bit more done? So it looks like I got a little too many coals over there, so I'm going to pull some of the coals over to the left because the left is a thicker portion. So what I'm using is a Hasty Bake grate cleaner. This is a multi-function tool, so if you don't have one of these, I'd highly recommend getting one. So I want to keep some coals over here on this side, but I want to move the majority of them over there because I still want to keep this side warm, but I don't want it to be too warm. Okay, just like that. So we're going to close it up and let it continue to cook. Okay folks, welcome back. So it's been about 20 minutes and the Hasty Bake hood temp is about 250 degrees. The reason it's a little bit lower is I decided to put the heat shield on the right side over there where it looked like the right side of the pork loin was getting a little overdone. But let's take a look at it and see how it's looking. Okay, she's looking really good. Get the motor stopped. We're shooting for an internal temp of about 140 degrees. And thermopin's showing 137, so that's actually pretty close. The carryover cook will get us up to about 145-ish. So I'm going to pull this off to rest, and I will meet you in the kitchen. All right, folks, welcome back to the kitchen. So the pork loin has been resting for about 15 minutes. The kitchen smells phenomenal. So let's take a look at it and see how we did. That looks amazing. Look at all the juices coming out of it. All right, so let's take it off the spit. Okay, we got it off the spit. Let's see how we did. That is a good looking pork loin. You see the juice is flowing out of it. The juices is dripping out. All right, cannot wait to get into this. All right, that looks like my bite right there. Got a little smoke on it. Got a little bark on there from the Butcher Barbecue wild cherry seasoning. Do a pull test on it. Pulls apart easily. Let's see how we did. Oh my gosh. That is so good. The smokiness, a little bit of cherry from the rub, just tastes so good. But thank you for watching the video this far. Please like, share, and subscribe. And if you like these videos, please leave me a comment down below. Let me know if you've ever cooked a pork loin on the rotisserie before, or if you just cooked a pork loin in general. I'd be interested to know in the comments. So So with that being said, I thank you for watching the video. Please like, share, and subscribe. And remember, Pitmaster Essentials is where flavor meets smoke. And I'll see you in the next one.